welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is kind of an exciting one because I am going to give you a first look at my new teaching space for next year. So let's go ahead and get into it. So in case you have not been following along with my videos previously, then you may not be aware that I was a kindergarten teacher, but I was hired as a new school librarian for the upcoming school year. So that's the job change. I did a whole video on it. I'll link it up above if you want to go back and watch in case you missed it. But I am going to be a school library media specialist / school librarian for a pre-K through second grade building in the same district that I've been working in, but this is a new school, new principal, all that. So a few weeks ago, I'd emailed my new principal to see if it would be possible for me to come in and just see the new space, just so I could start thinking of ideas and things like that. June is typically the month where the admin in our district use their vacation days because they are year-round employees. They have like this admin retreat at the beginning of June, usually each year, and then a lot of them use their vacation days. So she did not get back to me until this past week, which was fine. I'd expected that she was probably on vacation, but as soon as she was back in the office, she told me I was welcome to come up at any time. She was excited to meet me and just to let her know. So I went up last Wednesday and got to see the building. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert some footage right here of the initial view of the full library. And then of course, after she took me in to kind of introduce me to the space, she basically gave me a whole tour of the building. She talked to me for like over an hour, which I thought was really, really nice. It was just me, her, and two custodians who were working on cleaning. So in some of the footage, you're gonna see a lot of like cleaning supplies. That is because obviously they are in summer cleaning mode, so ignore those. But the head custodian seems absolutely wonderful. He had asked if I had anything coming over from my previous building, and I told him no because I was a classroom teacher going into the library, and he seemed pleased that he wasn't gonna have to deal with boxes and things like that while he's trying to clean up the building. We also are doing carpet removing like across the district, and these buildings are old. And because of that, there is asbestos. So every time they pull carpet up, they run the risk of finding asbestos. That was the case in this building. There were 3 rooms that had like the tents outside them as she was giving me the tour, but you come to expect that. That has been the case in our district for literal years, so no worries. The library does have carpet, as you saw, which is different. My classroom last year, and actually for the last 3 years, had tile, so this is a little bit of a change. But this school allows rugs, yay. So I am going to be able to use the very large, very nice classroom rug. I'll put a picture right here from like my first classroom in the previous school that I was at so you can see what it looks like. But I'm excited to be able to get that out of storage and actually make use of it. And then I do have another smaller rug as well that I'll find a place for. But as you could see from that little tour, the library is not in my favorite color scheme, y'all. I'm not a primary color girl. I like boho rainbow, not actual rainbow, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the bright rainbow. It's fine. We have to work with what we're given, and those bright green, red, and blue walls are not gonna work with like the boho rainbow. So I'm thinking up ways to kind of fix up the library. It looks a little, not run down, but it doesn't look like a primary library. So I'm gonna wanna do some decor and things like that. Stay tuned, I'll be doing setup videos. They just won't be like full classroom setup videos like you're used to. Anyway, another thing that this library has is it has a dedicated STEM/STEAM area. So I'm gonna put some footage in right here. As you can see, we have like that green Lego wall. The previous librarian had been using it for like book storage, but I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be an actual Lego wall, which I'm really excited about. There are some boxes of some building materials, like those kind of look like some blocks that I actually had in my previous classroom. Mine were just a lot smaller. And then obviously you can see that she is storing some books and videos and things like that in that area. But this library has a ton of shelving and almost all of it is empty. So I will be doing some rerouting just to make this more of a usable space. I'm gonna show you right now kind of a picture as you walk in. So as you can see on the right here, you can see just the end of shelving. The entire front part of it is shelves. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a still image actually right here so you can see the entrance, but all of that's empty. So I'm gonna need to figure out a way to kind of fill that in, make that look a little bit nicer. But I do think this is a great space. I'm really excited. One thing this does not have is an actual dedicated office, which is gonna make filming a little hard. So I'm gonna play around with it, do the best I can to do vlogs and things. I want to do that. It just may be more of me sitting down to talk to you once I'm home. We're gonna have to play all of that by ear because the space that is supposed to be the office, which I'll put a clip right here, is currently being used for things like PT and OT because this building has no empty rooms. And that's again a case across the board in this building. There just is not enough open space. So I have to share that space with the OT and the PT. So we're gonna make it work. There is a closet. It is massively junky, so I did not take a picture of it. I'm gonna see if my stepdad can come in and like help me reroute some of like the cabinets and stuff because it just feels very claustrophobic and I feel like there's a better way to use that space. And if I can get that to work, that may be where I can do a lot of my filming from. So all of that is to say, this whole thing is a big work in progress, but I hope you're excited to come along with me on this new journey. I am super excited about everything, the fresh job, the new groups of students, the new staff to meet, the new principal. The assistant principal is someone that I've actually previously worked with, so that is a nice bonus. She also let me see my schedule for next year. I didn't like write anything down, but basically I'm going to have about 4 classes per day, which is about what I'd figured. I am going to be doing pre-K specials. That was something that she wasn't sure about at the beginning or when I interviewed with her and I'd asked her. She said she wasn't sure about pre-K specials, but apparently they are implementing pre-K specials across the district, which I think is what needs to happen. If the pre-K students are in the buildings with the other students, they should be able to go to specials too. I've always kind of had a problem with them not doing that and including them into like the whole school environment. So I'm glad that they're going to be doing that. But that is going to be something new for me. I have no pre-K experience. So it's going to be an adventure, one that I'm really excited about, but hopefully you enjoyed this little first look at my new library space, and I will be bringing you along, as I mentioned, to the best of my ability, and hopefully you will enjoy coming along with me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.